Hi, and thank you for joining me. I'm just gonna hop on and do a reading, and I'm not sure exactly what's going to come through, but let's see what energies we can get for the week. What things should we be cautious of, wary of, be aware of, that might be coming towards us this week? I usually do a self-care, self-love reading on a Sunday, which I didn't get to yesterday. So I might incorporate that in this video or do a separate one. Still, we are needing a lot of self-care in ways that we haven't done before because of the external pressures and obligations, requirements, strain that is put on us, but also because we are doing so much energetic and spiritual work, whether we are aware of it or not. But let's see, this week the sun is going into Aries, so we're going into Aries season. And I did a reading, I think it was the last self-care, self-love reading, where maybe not, it was one of the readings I did last week about needing the time to rest. There was this dreamy, spacey, tired energy with the Pisces energy. And now we're going into Aries season, and Aries is the emperor. It's fire energy, it's driven, it's passionate. There can be anger and, the negative side of the fire energy, or you can be aware of it and then alchemize that and, let it be fuel. Let it be your motivation, your drive, tempering that fire energy and utilizing it for something productive and constructive. Right, so Aries is the emperor. The emperor takes charge. He's in control. He's the boss. It's masculine energy, whether you are male or female. It's being empowered and taking action on the things that we are passionate about. So hopefully you've rested up and you've purged and you've taken care of your health, and you've likely dealt with a lot of emotional stuff that came up that was meant to make you aware of where in your life you're not being true to yourself or things are not serving you anymore. I feel like there was a lot of things around what people think of you, and hence what you think about yourself, how what you do and the way you behave and act is influenced by what other people might say or do, consciously or subconsciously. Let's see, we have Breaking Dawn, Violet Angel, number 23. So the saying, it's darkest before the dawn, comes to mind. So if you've been through a dark period in your life or just recently, the sun is about to shine in your life, and this pink energy gives very loving energy. But we're going to get into this a little bit more in a second. We also have Mend a Broken Heart Fairy, healing from heartache. So either you've already been dealing with past emotions and past hurts and healing your heart, or this is something that might be happening this week. Number 36 might be significant. That can be someone's age. And number 7 is also significant. Time for a change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. I feel like someone's breakthrough is going to come from sharing their pain, their story, their trauma. And this card can be using social media, the internet, or something like that. But it's also just finding ways to express the heartache and pain you've experienced. We have stories for a reason. We have experiences for a reason. So whether this is you've never been to therapy before and now you're getting therapy and are able to speak to someone, if you're not used to speaking and expressing verbally, vocally how you feel, this might be someone starting to journal. This might be using technology or another form of expression that you haven't used before to process, deal, or heal from your trauma. You could be writing about it, or writing a song about it, or creating some sort of art, or crying, if that's not something that you usually do. This card wants to be seen, Faceless Ghost and the Haunted Girl. And this came out, was it yesterday? I just pulled a few cards for myself, and this card came out. And then one of the previous readings I did a while ago also popped up on my feed, where this card came up. So this card wants to be seen. Be mindful of, say, in your area there is some sort of socioeconomic thing happening, right? And people are angry or frustrated. Even if you're not aware that this is happening, you might be like, oh, okay, there's storms happening in my area, but you don't know, you haven't spoken to people, you're not aware of people's frustrations or negative emotions about the situation. You can sense it and suddenly feel angry and sad, or your family's projections about their own emotional insecurities or their fears about finances, or their beliefs about what work should look like or what a family should look like. Those things can come up as feelings of insecurity or fear or doubt or questioning yourself or inner conflict when it's not yours. And then there can be physical people that are talking about you, thinking about you, feeling some type of way about you, and you could possibly sense that. And it might even come into your reality this week, or has recently, where you've become aware of gossip or people being envious of you, or remember that often this is that those people's own feelings about themselves, which they are unaware of. They don't have the self-awareness, and so they project it onto you, and that might come out in the form of an argument with someone over something at work, for instance, where they feel a way about how you do your work, when really as adults we should be able to communicate and figure things out and find solutions. But people that see a problem with everything is going to find a problem with everything and won't want to see the solution, right? So that clearly wanted to come through. The Breaking Dawn card, let's see. I feel like there's more to this card than what's coming to mind to me now. This beautiful angel appears when something new is on the horizon. She is the color of dawn, and she waits for you to become aware of these wonderful possibilities. Something might be happening around dawn in the morning. So if you usually sleep in, you might want to wake up a little bit earlier. Or if you've been awake at dawn, you've either had epiphanies or some sort of visions, dreams, feelings of, maybe you just get the sense that everything is going to be okay, or you're having sort of daydreams or even dreams about what the future can look like, and you need to tap into that positive energy. Your soul wants to let you know in some way of the possible timelines and the possibilities for your life, and wanting you to feel that energy so that you can manifest and align with it. When she appears, it is a sign that many wonderful coincidences, events, friendships, and changes you've long been waiting for are about to arrive at last. She wishes to arouse you so that you will be able to take full advantage of the new blessing. So yes, she wants you to be awake and ready, eager, happy, excited for the blessings and the new things that are coming to you. If you've been in a slump, if you've been down, if you've been, disconnected, there are going to be things that tries to get your attention, to get you to, maybe you need to be awake and showered and dressed and ready, even if you don't know what's coming, because something's going to happen that day. Or awake early in the morning so you can have a fresh start on the day, and things can unfold in a more pleasant way. There's just something around the blessings that's coming, and you needing to be aware of it. This is hope after a difficult time. Something new is going to break through for you. Try new things, new routines, new morning routines. Maybe go outside and have your coffee instead of having your coffee at work or while you're getting dressed in the morning. Maybe start waking up and doing some exercise, going for a walk or a run. There's something that needs to switch up in your energy. You need to, whether you are anticipating these breakthroughs or not, you need to be ready for it. Let's get some tarot. I don't know if there's anything more about this broken heart fairy. I feel like these breakthroughs are going to help you further along in your healing journey. Our healing journeys don't end. It's about evolution. It's about becoming more self-aware, about self-development, about getting better and better and better, and our lives getting better, and us evolving and changing all the time. And if you've been on a healing journey for a long time, or things have been difficult for a long time, don't feel like you're not getting better, things are not getting better, you are not growing. It's just that we can't become aware of all our heartache and pain from this life and previous lives all at once. So it's like an onion, we peel back the layers and see new things that we didn't know was there, that we've grown into or become, and then also see underneath the surface things that we weren't aware of that was hurting us or that was there. But I feel like now is a period of healing through blessings and good things, and not so much from difficult, challenging situations. There will always be difficult, challenging situations, but sometimes we go through a period of really hard lessons to get us to wake up. If we've been sleepwalking through life or unaware of the things in our life that needs to change. 5 of air, 2 of fire. Let's get one more, please. Air and fire energy. She's on a tightrope here, but she's gracefully doing this. She's looking like this is easy peasy, and this can't be easy to do, right? The white here that she's wearing is a symbol of purity. I feel like you've really healed through a lot of things, and even if you don't see yourself as that, there's something pure about your energy. Your energy is purer now, your thoughts are purer now, through the healing you've been going through. This one also wants to come out. Okay, now I need to get all of this into the shot. Bear with me just for a moment. My OCDness can sometimes get the better of me. Okay, so the 5 of air is the 5 of swords, which can be mental conflicts or arguments, or being stuck up in your head, self-deprecating thoughts. But in this deck, it has a more positive connotation to it. So yeah, either you have been, or just be aware that there might be tension and conflict with people around you, with these energies, or you can just feel that internal mental conflict. It's time to rest your mind and allow peace to take the place of busyness or boredom. The mind needs to quiet to think and find clarity. If I allow my mind to rest, I will have greater clarity and my mind will be sharper. This is the time for a break. I need to take care of myself. Overthinking is coming to mind. Meditate. Walking, if you can't, sit still and still your mind. Walking or exercise or doing things that'll take your mind off thinking. Even if there's something that you need to solve, going into your head too much is not going to bring you the answers. We have the 2 of fire as well. It feels like you're on your path and you just need to get rid of these mental things or these other things around you that is making you doubt your path. because the Two of Wands is about, you know, two choices between a path. But here in this card, this giraffe has a lantern here, so that's the light, so you can see where you're going, even if you can't see far into the distance where you're going, and that might cause you a little bit of doubt and fear and worry. But you need to trust that your spirit animals, spirit guides, the universe, God is directing you and helping you, and you're able to see as much as you need to see. Trust the path that you're on and be committed and faithful. Find some inner confidence with that Emperor energy, being sure and fired up about it. Creative planning for the future, mapping progress, trusting in the unknown, spirit-inspired ambition. When I can't see how my dreams will coalesce into form, and we want to see things in the physical and evidence, otherwise we don't believe it or trust it. But trust that what you are shown is what you need to know. Trust your intuition with the High Priestess. I can trust in the process of co-creation and engage more deeply in the process of envisioning something new. We are no longer controlling. We are being led by our higher selves, by God and by the universe. So we are co-creating. So if if you are just doing your own thing and forcing the situation or creating from your human self only, then you know what's going to happen. Like if I get into my car and I take a left and a right and I go straight, I know where I'm going to land. But if you are going to get in your car, set the intention that I need to go to the shops, and Spirit says you should go to this shopping center instead of that one, or there's a traffic jam, so you take a detour, knowing that there's a reason for that delay or that detour or that change in direction, and trusting it. I have already started to make progress, and soon my passion will attract the perfect situation for me. The light of Spirit helps me to see my way and feel the universe aligning me to bring me what I need. The Star card. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There is a lot of noise outside now, so that just distracted me for a second. Trust your intuition. You're either already highly intuitive and connected to your higher self, and you can see the vision, you know the vision, trust it, or these experiences help us to trust our intuition, so that you can see, oh, when I didn't know what I was gonna do, I was guided here, and this happened, and wow, I can really trust that the universe is looking out for me. You might feel more inspired with the Star card. The book says, I am hopeful and inspired by life right now, and everything that is happening points to a sense of encouragement, a renewed sense of encouragement. After all the changes I have experienced, I'm starting to recognize the hope that comes with new beginnings. Often when we have difficult situations and life experiences, it's hard to believe in positive outcomes and that things can get better. But I feel like with this healing you've done, you now believe it and trust it even without the evidence. I'm going to end it there. I hope this was helpful. If it was, let me know. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and join me again in another video. Let me know how this resonates, and I hope